Hola, guys. I wanted a cuddle cat.
What does she know about misery?
No. No, it's not what I was thinking.
I got a cuddle cat.
This girl to make her think she had no way out.
Kitty. Kitty. This is not comfortable. This is not conducive to good sleep. Hello, precious. My precious little boo-boo. Oh, my precious little bobalicious. Oh, you're beautiful. Oi. Oi. If I didn't have a tummy, what would you sit on? Ow. Those biscuits hurt. Hello. Why are you biting on me? I know I'm fluffy. That does not mean you can partake of my fluffiness. I finally got a cuddle cat. Now I can't move. Comes with the territory, I guess. Yes. Yes. You guys, do y'all remember these little coin purses? The little squeezy ones? Isn't that cute? Adorable. Look at these Top Gun glasses. Ice mold cubes. Meat shredder claws. They're getting ready for Papa's Day. You guys, look at these. I don't know if these are shot glasses or for plants, but since it's closer to Father's Day, I'm gonna assume it's a shot glass thing. But anywho, there's this little VW, a little plane. Look at the golf cart. So cute. A pickle flip jar. You flip it over and I guess all the brine will go down to the bottom and you can pick yourself out a dry pickle. No more drippy fingers, I'm assuming. I don't know. Shut my mouth and pluck my feathers. Look what they have for $5. I think I paid $2 for mine. $2 or $4. Mine's bigger, has a hinge. But still. You guys, look at this collection. Oh my goodness. It's so adorable. They light up. Oh my gosh, that is too cute. Look at the little vintage suitcase thingies. Look at the boombox. Is this cooler? Oh, it's sealed. That is adorable. Microwave rice cookers. Pasta makers. Egg makers. Foldable travel hangers. These are only $1, I think. Yep, they're $1. These adorable little canisters. These metal and wood signs. Oh, so cute. These are plastic. Look how pretty these are. Variety of colors. $5, and then they have the glasses to go with them. So pretty. Look, little USB charged juicer. Little citrus juicer. That's neat. This multi-tool, a fruit tool set. Who had a bedazzler back in the day? I got it for my birthday. I think my 12th, 13th birthday, and I bedazzled everything denim I owned. Cute. How cute!
Look, it's a box.
It's so pretty. Oh, it's plastic. Little stackable B cups. I always like to troll these shelves because there's always something interesting in here. Like some dolmas. Vine leaves stuffed with rice. There's a couple of them. Oh, I see jam. Wild berry jam. Balsamic. What else? What else? Raw honey. Himalaya. Player from the Himalaya. Fancy. That sounds yummy. Look at these neat pasta shells. I've never seen anything like this before. Noconi? Albronzo? Noconi? Nochoni? What? No chonies. That means no underwear. No chonies.
They're 15 or what?
Belinda, can you please come to register number 2? Belinda, to register number 2.
This is giving me Fitz and Floyd vibes. So pretty. How much is this little guy? Speaking of Fitz and Floyd, look at these beautiful angel fish. That is so pretty. Ay, wey. Since my own little tranquil garden has gone to pot with all the rain, look at what Lego is offering plant lovers. They are really going to town with the variety. Oh my goodness. But oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look, Bricktanicals. Aren't those sweet? Oh my goodness. Look at the mini roses. Ah, you're killing me, Lego.
I think of you wearing that badge. You get me that. Yeah. Damn it.
The ingredients are 1 can of sweet potatoes. This says cut yams in syrup, which worried me because I thought they were going to be super sweet. I've never used canned yams before, but no, it's just a liquid. So a can of yams, some margarine, butter would be best, but I don't have that. I'm going to use a little vanilla, some cinnamon, and nutmeg, the juice of 2 little of these little thingies. I was going to use orange juice, but I'm going to go ahead and use these since they're fresh, and then a little bit of light brown sugar. Very basic, just something to eat. I might add marshmallows later. I'm not going to bake. I'm just going to cook and let stew on the stove for about half an hour. So I thought my camera was on quite a few times during the filming of this video. Thank goodness it's very, very basic and simple. You're just dumping in ingredients into a little saucepan. This is about 30 minutes later. I had wanted this to be a little thicker, but if I had added any more sugar, it was going to be unbearably sweet. So I just took it off the heat. I'm about to slice up some marshmallows on top of it. I wasn't going to do marshmallows because I kind of wanted just the yam, but who am I kidding? I have mellows. A yam needs a mellow. Some might agree, some might not. But anywho, I'm about to dump the mellows on top, let it cool a little, and then I'm going to have me a little dessert. Had I had vanilla ice cream, I would not be using the marshmallows, but I don't have vanilla ice cream. I only have chocolate, and I don't think that would be okay. But going to chop up some schmellows. So I just crudely chopped up some large mellows, which I needed to use because the humidity in the house in the last week turned these into a big gummy mess. So I figured let's use them up. I'm going to put the lid on, let the remainder of that heat melt that up, and then I'm going to have a little sweet. Well, it's Sunday and I'm back at it. I slept most of the day in pain, and I am over being in the bed. I'm over quite a lot, but that's for a whole other video. Right now we're going to keep it light and sweet. I have these here pineapples that I forgot about. It was a fresh pineapple that I cored and sliced, and it ended up being pushed to the back of the fridge. So now they've gotten very, very ripe, and we're not going to eat them fast enough. I've made smoothies with them in the last few days, and I'm kind of over the smoothie thing, but I am not going to waste pineapple. So I thought, let's see if I can do a cobbler or something with it. I was thinking pineapple upside down cake, but I don't have maraschino cherries. I have fresh cherries, but I don't have maraschino cherries. And I didn't really want something that heavy. I wanted something more pineapple-y than cake, and pineapple upside down cake is more cake, although it's delicious, blah blah blah. But I'm gonna do a lighter version with biscuits. So I've never made a pineapple anything. I've bought pineapple upside down cake. I've never made a pineapple anything. I eat pineapple fresh, but I'm in the house. I want to distract. I want to stay busy. So this is what we're going to use. We're going to use the Pillsbury Homemade Biscuit Mix, which I fell in love with. I got this at the Dollar Tree. Makes such good drop biscuits. I'm thinking it'll make a nice crust. So we're going to use the biscuits. We're going to use some margarine, butter better if you have it, orange juice, Winco juice. You know, Winco stopped selling Donald Duck orange juice. Even the Dollar Tree stopped selling Donald Duck orange juice. I digress. But when I can't find Donald Duck, I go for the Winco. So I'm going to use a little orange juice, some brown sugar, some vanilla, some nutmeg, some ground cinnamon, and some milk. These are all things that I had left sitting out on the counter yesterday after my sweet potato craving, my sweet yam craving. But anyway, let's get these pineapples started. Okay, so to my pineapples, I'm going to add a little orange juice, only because there is so little natural pineapple juice in what I had. So, I need a little something citrusy, a little something, yummy. So, I'm going to add a little OJ, which I also used with my yams yesterday. I'm going to use a little bit of this chia brown sugar. Oh my gosh, it's like a rock. It's turning into a rock. With all the humidity we've had, guys, my spices are turning into little stones. And I noticed that my brown sugar is also acting up. Again, I've never made anything with pineapple before, so I have no idea how to spice them. I know I want the tart of the pineapple to stay tarty, but I also want a little bit of sweet. And recipes I Googled called for brown sugar instead of white. So, there we go. To that, I'm going to add a sploosh of my vanilla. Sploosh. Just a little something. And some cinnamon. None of the recipes that I saw called for nutmeg, but I love nutmeg, guys. It gives, oh my gosh, it does something to my senses. It does something to my spirit. Just the spice of it all and how fresh and yummy it is. I'm like, how can that hurt? You know, how can it hurt? So I'm going to simmer this for about half an hour to get the pineapple kind of soft and get a little syrup going. Oh, guys, hold on. I forgot to add my margarine. Mira nomás. I left my spoon in there from yesterday. So I'm going to do this much. I don't know. I'm not measuring. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just throwing some stuff together. I'm throwing in that much margarine, okay? Just to give it a little lusciousness. Help thicken up them our sugars. Now we can do our biscuits. Okay, so since this is a pan I'm going to use to bake my stuff in, I'm going to go ahead and mix my biscuit mix directly into here. Again, I'm just kind of winging it. I'm kind of just throwing stuff I have in the house together for a dessert. So to this, I'm going to add the biscuit mix. I want to judge up the biscuit mix. I don't just want it to be a biscuit. So I'm going to put in some cinnamon. I'm going to put in a little vanilla. Okay, a little flavor, just a little something, something. Okay, give it a little dessert flavor. Need a half a cup of milk. Almost did my measuring wrong. Okay. So half a cup, I'm gonna mix that up. And that is gonna be our little crust. I'm trying to incorporate all that flour in the corners. I probably should have done this in a round bowl. It would have been easier, but this is just where my head's been at lately, guys. It's kind of been scattered everywhere. But again, we'll talk about all that later. I hope this is enough dough, because I have a buttload of pineapple. Well, like I said, trial and error. This is a first time kind of thing. Now usually with cobblers you put your topping on top. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to give it kind of a upside down pineapple kind of feel. That's why my batter is going on the bottom. So it's going to be kind of like a pie crust. So we'll see. We'll see. It's not a real pineapple upside down, because we're going to scoop it right out of here. But we're going to see. We're going to see what kind of disaster I come up with. So these have been going for about 30-35 minutes on medium high, and they're cooking down. I want to see how soft they are. I'm going to try and squish them with a spoon. Oh yeah, so I don't want a big old honky chunky bite, but I still want it to have that lovely pineapple texture. I want to break these down a little bit in here, just a little, because that's a whole lot of dang pineapple. Well, not that it's a lot of pineapple, they're just too big. So I'm going to break them down a little bit. Just a little. Ooh, it smells so yummy. My oldest thought I was making peach cobbler, and I could have, but I didn't have peaches going bad. I had pineapple going bad. So I broke them down a bit, and I'm going to taste it and make sure it didn't turn into a fibrous mess. I'm letting it cool so I don't burn the yak out of my mouth. I ain't gonna lie, it's a little tart. A little too tart for my taste. So I'm going to add the white sugar that I probably should have added from the get-go. And let this go a little longer. But the spice is good. The cinnamon, the nutmeg, everything. The spice is really good. It's just, whoop! That was a little tart. It gave me lemon meringue vibes. So I'll cook that down maybe another 10 minutes, and then we're going to pour it into our crust. I'm going to go ahead and make little holes in my dough to get some of that little syrup under there and keep it from hopefully not burning. Again, this is all fly by my hip kind of thing. So let's go ahead and pour in our pineapples. Okay. I thought there were gonna be too many pineapples, but no. It looks good. Okay, guys. Let's cross our fingers. I almost feel like I should have a topping on it, but then that'll be doing too much. But then not putting a topping on it is like not doing enough. I don't know. We're going to go with it. I have the oven set for 400. I'm going to put this in there for about 20-25 minutes just until I see that the dough has risen. The dough has arisen. And we'll see what we created. Man, I wish I had some vanilla ice cream or some whipped cream. I think that would take away from some of that sour. It did sweeten up some with the sugar, but still. Okay, let's put it in the oven. Okay, so I'm not just in a bake kind of mood. I want to cook. Like I said, I'll do a whole different video in regards to how I've been feeling lately, but I definitely need to stay busy, and this is one of the first spurts that I had. So I got up and I'm trying to quick defrost some pork chops. I'm going to make pork cubes with papas. What do you call that? Puerco con papas. It's spicy pork chunks with potatoes. It's like a stew. Carne con papas. I'm going to make some. And these are about defrosted. I wish I had got some that didn't have bone in them because I hate cutting around the bone. But it's just going to make a small portion because I want to cook. And I don't know if my big dude has dinner plans or not. And little dude is with his dad. And even when he gets home, he ain't going to eat this. So I'm going to make just this batch. This is the meat. I'm going to use some pork chops. And so the other ingredients we're going to use are some chile guajillo, some chile de árbol. That's going to be for my sauce. I'm only using bell pepper because I have a little bit left over. I'm going to use some onion and some fresh garlic. I opted out of garlic powder because when I'm cooking like this, I want to use the freshest I have. I wish I had something spicier. I wish I had some cilantro, but I don't. But I usually add some cilantro to it. Potatoes, these are the last of the potatoes. I'm kind of just throwing together, clean out the pantry, fridge kind of meal, but something basic and something yummy. For seasoning, I'm going to use the sazon Goya. This is the one with cilantro and achiote. I'm going to use powdered comino because honestly, I'm going to be a little lazy. I don't feel like grinding the comino and the molcajete or the mortar and pestle for my non-Latinos. And then you can't have no kind of salsa without your caldo de pollo. So I'm going to use some bouillon. But that's it. I need to wash this little pot that I had my pineapples cooking in because I need to boil some water so I can rehydrate my chiles. And the rain is coming again. It hasn't stopped for weeks. Kind of grody, but this explains why my body's been hurting. Once it starts to rain, oh, I feel so much better because when we've had those constant downpours, I am so good. But I also think that the weather has something to do with me wanting to cook. Let's go back in. Are you coming in, Bobalicious? Because I am. It's gotten so dark, my landscaping light went on, you guys. Between my mood and this weather, my yard has gotten so neglected. Bugs are eating everything. The rain is either killing stuff or making it go gargantuan, Amazon-like. Let me get in. So I cut all the bone along the edges and I rinsed off my meat some, and now all I'm gonna do is cut it in chunks. I could use a knife, but I'm telling you, I just ain't feeling my normal self. I'm just gonna use some kitchen shears and go for it. I'll probably trim them down just a little smaller. I don't want them too small because then they go dry. But definitely bite-sized pieces. And then I was just gonna use the sauce as their seasoning, but I am going to season it with a little bit of badilla before I put it in the hot skillet with oil, because you gotta season your stuff. What is food without seasoning? I'm keeping all that little mantequita, all that little grease. I'm keeping it for deliciousness, for savoriness. One more quick little rinse. Okay, just one more. gonna season with the adobo. I have the completo in there, but I like this one. It's a little milder for pork. Okay. I'm also gonna do a little cracked black pepper. Now we're just gonna peel and prep the taters. I'm gonna do a medium dice. I don't want a big old potato, but definitely want it to keep a bite. Keep a nice bite size. And there's only 3 taters, so I gotta make them pa que rindan. Nomás hay 3 papas. Hay que hacerlas rendir. We only have 3 potatoes, so we gotta make them stretch. Okay? Okay. This is my mama's way of cooking. This is how she kept 3 kids fed. She used everything in the kitchen. Used everything that was good to create meals. Did nothing go to waste in that house. So I'm gonna prep my taters. This is real simple. I'm just gonna dice them up. Once I do this, it is time to check on our cobbler. I'm gonna put my potatoes in some water because I'm not gonna add them in immediately. They're kind of small, and if I add them in too soon, they're gonna steam up and turn into friggin' mashed potatoes, and don't nobody want that. So that's gonna sit in some water. Gonna prep me some cebolla, some onion. We haven't done word of the day, guys, in a while. Word of the day today is cebolla, onion. Anybody else peel back their onion almost to oblivion? I keep telling myself, okay, just one more layer. Okay, just one more layer, just one more layer. My onion with this, I don't care what size it is. I don't mind a bite. But there's my onion. Okay, now let's get this onion in the skillet, add the meat, and drop our chiles in the water to start getting soft. Got my oil in the skillet. It's been heating for a while. We're gonna drop in them onions. Get those onions going. Get back in there. Because they're going to cook in the little caldito anyway, I'm not going to have them cook way too down. So I'm going to add the meat to the onion. Let that go for a bit. Let's check on this oven situation. I see some biscuit, and it's been enough time in there, so I'm gonna take her out. We'll see what it produced later at dessert. Don't judge my oven, y'all, please. I switched out my pots because I didn't want to have to worry about my sauce falling out. So at this point, I'm going to add some comino. The crushed comino. And my bells. Again, I don't usually use bells. but I don't want them to go to waste in there, so why not? Now let's go get these peppers ready for the sauce. Sorry guys, I thought I was recording prepping the chiles, but all I did was boil this pot of water, and I cut the little tails of the chiles off, and I removed the seeds. See, I removed the seeds, and then I'm just letting them steep until they get soft, because we're going to make our sauce in the blender. Okay. So now after a few minutes, we're going to put in our chile guajillos and our chile de árbol. Okay. I'm going to do 3 little cloves of garlic, because why not? Okay, why not? Going to add in some consommé, your chicken bouillon. Okay. Then we're going to add some of the water from the chiles. I sometimes don't do this because it can be bitter, but I usually do. So let me blend this. It would help if it was connected. The spice got me. Okay, and this is what we end up with. It's not a lot, but it's not a whole lot of meat either. So now I'm going to strain this into the meat, because I don't like any little skins that might be in there. You don't have to do it if you don't want to, but I do. So here is what our meat has been doing. Okay, I'm going to strain in my salsita. Okay. See all of that? See all of that? That would be all up in my teethus. But don't let that go to waste. No. You get you some hot water and drain that. So get you enough hot water to cover your meat, and drain your little chiles and garlics one more time. Okay. Give it a stir. Make sure everything's nice and covered. And this also depends on how caldudo you want it. I like the caldito. And it's going to thicken up with the starch of the taters. So, give that a stir. Your meat's been on there a while, so it's okay to taste to taste. You want to taste for salt. You want to taste for seasoning. And this is when you're going to know if you need to add or if you screwed up royally. That is delicious as is. I think I got enough consommé in there, but because I just added potatoes, I want to make sure that it don't end up all bland and gross. So that's when I throw in one of these little packs. You can use more consommé if you want. I'm sorry, bouillon for my non-Latinos. You can use more bouillon if you want. Oops, but I'm gonna use a whole pack of this. This isn't really salty. It just boosts the flavor. It gives it flavor. It gives it color. I really, really like this stuff. Again, in about 10-15 minutes when you come check, taste it again. See what the potatoes have done to the flavor. If you need to add anything, add it on. But this is it. It's simple. It's home cooking. It's raining outside. I got to use some ingredients that I had in my fridge and needed to be used. Now I'm going to do some cleanup. And then I'll see you guys at dinner time. Well, it's been about 30-40 minutes. I got busy in other parts of the house, but a little extra cooking don't never hurt nothing. So let's check it out. Ay, qué delicia. Ay, oh my goodness. Let's give her a little stir. See if my potatoes broke up. Nope, but they're at the verge. They're right there. They could very well fall apart. So I'm gonna turn off the heat. I'm going to heat up some corn tortillas. And we're going to have some din din. By the by, y'all, I took a little smidgen. I took a little spoonful of this bake, this crisp, this dump cake, whatever this is. And I'm so surprised, guys. I did not know that pineapple becomes very tart when you cook it. I mean, it's sweet tart anyway, but it's even more so cooked. I didn't know. It's not bad. I'm just, like, my taste buds and my head don't connect, because when I have a cobbler or something like that, I expect it to be really, really sweet, like an apple betty or peach cobbler. This is giving sweet, but it's also giving tart, and I'm a little thrown off. Is it good? Hex, yeah. It would definitely be better, I think, with like vanilla ice cream, like I said earlier, or whipped cream. And if it wasn't raining, I swear I'd run up the street for some whipped cream. I have chocolate ice cream and sherbet, but I don't think neither one would be good with it. But I can't wait to have my oldest taste it. He is the pineapple freak in this house, which surprised me that I had so much pineapple left. But it's good. The dough cooked all the way through. It rose and cooked all the way through. Yeah, it just, I have to have my taste buds and my head connect. But it's nice. I like it. Till my next go around, I love y'all bunches. Bye.